Beneath the pale moon, lovin's for the fools, baby.
Yo, what's up YouTube? And to all those who are watching, this is my electricity PvE loadout for DC. The first power I'm going to kick it off with is Electrogenesis. The cooldown is only 12 seconds and the power cost is 200. To me, that is one of the most critical powers in electricity. It's a must-have in your loadout because it's a HOT that casts on 2 people. HOT, excuse me. And it can also heal other allies if you're within range. And mixing this power with other powers is very critical. To me, it's kind of like a burst effect. If you stand real close, the HOTs get stronger. If you go away, they kind of get weaker. And if you come together, it's 2 HOTs instead of 1. And then we have Arc Lightning as my second power in my loadout. I used to hate this power. And a lot of people may be with me. A lot of people may be against me. I didn't like Arc Lightning because it used to only strike the 1 or 2 people. But now it has a chance to strike the 7. And this third power is one of the most underrated powers ever. Overcharge. This is when you hit your opponent with this. Once they explode, they can heal you and your other allies. And they don't have to die. That was the main reason I thought. I thought they had to die for them to explode. I thought that's what they meant. But no, usually they'll explode with electricity in 2 to 3 seconds and give you a big burst heal. Group Transducer is a power I don't really like to use as much. I may use Flux instead of that. Recover is another power I don't really use. It's a waste of power. Biocapacitor is one of my favorite powers ever since the beginning of the game. And now it has up to 7 allies you can use that on. The only thing I don't like about it is that it has it's only for 30 seconds. But hey, they upgraded to 7 people, so it's kind of a must-have. And then the last power is Galvanize. Combining that with Electrogenesis, it's like your circle of protection or your water circle. But it's not, but it's very strong. 2 very strong heal over times if you combine them together. And then you throw in Overcharge. It's pretty OP. It's a really huge burst effect of healing if you know how to mix those powers correctly. Now that we went through my loadout, I'm going to show you guys some gameplay on how I use my loadout in PvE. Now, if you want to see my PvP loadout, just comment in my section and let me know you guys want to see that. Or you can ask me for my PvP damage loadout. Either one, you guys can let me know. And Invigorate, I might start using that power, might not. Group Transducer isn't really working out for me. And Ionic Drain, it's not really, I don't use that power at all. And like I said before, Recover is waste of power. Even though you can heal 3 people, up to 3 people, it's really not that big of a heal. I don't know why. Or I might use the single priority heal instead. But like I said, I may go back to Flux. But now since we got all that out of the way, let's now go on to my gameplay.
too much faith in his companions in the Justice League. While this may be the end of Starro, I will not rest until I find